Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. In the last episode, we met our, I think, new protagonist. Unless this is just a one-off. And we're against a new member of the Payne family. Basically like the old one, just with hair. And now Phoenix has shown up, and he will hopefully help us save the day. You got it, boss.
Look who showed up out of the blue. If it isn't Mr. Phoenix Wright, you always manage to surprise me. Somehow.
Your Honor, Mr. Payne has called for an early ruling. But I believe there are still many things that need to be deliberated. How did Miss Wood's fingerprints wind up on the stuffed animal tail? How was the bomb even detonated? Until these questions are answered, I assert it's impossible for a fair ruling to be made.
You're absolutely right. Let us continue from where we left off. I assume you have no objections, Mr. Payne.
Not at all, Your Honor. I tried to do what I could with the sound between episodes. There's not a lot that I can do, especially when it comes to the voice acting, because it is so much quieter than the music. I always say my lesson to any person who does sound design for video games is your voices are always too quiet. Like, whatever they're at when you think you're done, like, double it. This Woods really looks like she's having a hard time. Junie's really struggling, Mr. Wright. I get the sense she's afraid of the courtroom itself. Because of yesterday. Yeah, it was understandably very traumatic for her. Poor thing. And here she is, back at the courthouse again, being so brave. I'd like to make a request, Your Honor. If at all possible, I'd like to have Miss Woods rest in the lobby.
Given the defendant's condition... Very well, I grant special permission.
You go get some rest, Junie, and leave the rest to us. Okay, thank you. Sorry about this. Phoenix Wright. I've been looking forward to meeting you. It's been a while, Mr. Payne. You're more clueless than I'd heard. I do believe you mean, how do you do? For I am Gaspin Payne. Gaspin Payne. I didn't get that at first. I'm the younger brother of your long-standing rival, Winston Payne. Can we really call him a rival?
What?
Long-standing rival? When were we ever rivals, let alone long-standing? I mean, he did show up in, like, every game ever. You'll see, Mr. Wright. I will cleanse Winston of the disgrace he met with at your hands. Looks like this royal pain is going to be as thoroughly unpleasant as the others. Your Honor, the prosecution would now like to call a decisive witness to the stand. This witness will testify as to how the accused detonated the bomb in the courtroom.
Very well, please call your witness, Mr. Payne.
It's RoboCop! I'm sure literally every person who's played this game has made that joke. Witness, your name and occupation, please. I don't even feel good about it now. It had to be done.
Witness?
Ted, don't tonate. Ha! Detonate, yeah. Occupation, bomb disposal specialist.
Oh my, what a strange robotic voice you have.
Speech synthesis via typing. It is the same as me talking. He sounds exactly like a robot.
Can you speak in a normal manner?
I can. He can. But I do not like to speak. Speaking is inefficient. Energy expenditure, speaking. Greater than typing. Understand? There's no way that's true.
What an odd witness.
Mr. Tony was in charge of the bomb for the trial and was there when it went off.
Being a bomb squad specialist, do you have any relation to the defendant?
My God, what is wrong with me? Negative. I first met the girl while on this job. Many people are employed by the police. I know only a fraction of them. However, I was shocked when I first discovered the body of the victim.
Shocked?
I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body. So he was the first to discover the body, was he? He is here to testify about the circumstances surrounding the moment of the explosion.
Very well, the court will hear Mr. Toadate's testimony. At the very least, show this court some respect and remove that face guard, witness.
Oh, okay. When the bomb went off. The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name HH3000, operated by timer or with a remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. So even though the bomb was supposed to be disarmed, it somehow got switched on? Precisely, activating the timer is very simple. 1. Connect wires. 2. Switch on timer. A monkey could do it. I am sure even you would be able to, Mr. Wright. Wow. I guess that makes you the blue monkey in this barrel of fun, boss. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Huh? Wait, why is there another bomb?
Mr. Toadate, what is that?
HH3000, aka a bomb. A bomb? Great googly. Yuck!
Mr. Toadate, I demand you disarm it this instant.
Disassembly complete. 5.3 seconds, 0.2 seconds short of my personal best.
Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I'm not exactly a spring chicken, you know.
This is an exact replica of the HH3000. It is used to practice disarming bombs. Disarm equals success, explosion equals failure.
An exact replica of the bomb that exploded, is it? So that's what it looked like.
I submitted a photograph of the real bomb taken just before the trial. Very precise time. Dimensions, 10 by 10 by 10, weight 12 pounds, a perfect replication.
Your bomb does appear to be a very good copy indeed. Are you sure it's a copy?
Yes, however, I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. It has a very puzzling wire setup. It is regrettable I could not replicate it.
Witness, that's enough. There's no need to replicate anything here.
HH3000 bomb updated in the court record. It was hidden inside a stuffed animal and can be detonated remotely. Okay.
Now the defense would begin their cross-examination. No, where's Miss Sykes gone to?
I dropped my contacts, sir. Athena, you can come out now. Okay, Mr. Wright, let's get to work. I guess you're pretty scared, huh? Well, what? I don't know what you're talking about. She was about to bolt. Hey, put a sock in it, widget. As transparent as ever. Now let's see, where were we? We were at the cross-examination. Oh, cross-examination, of course. She seems disoriented. I wonder if she's alright. Maybe I should ask Athena if she remembers how to cross-examine to help her focus. I'm gonna do this just so I can learn the controls. Athena, you remember how to conduct a cross-examination, right? What? Of course I do. What kind of lawyer would I be if I didn't? No, don't get upset, but what do you say to humor me with a little review? You got it. Basically, we examine a witness's testimony and compare it against the court record, searching carefully for any inconsistencies. Green text represents a witness's testimony. Touch the right arrow to advance the next statement. What is that in buttons? Touch the left arrow to go back to the previous statement. Again, what is that in buttons? Found inconsistency. Touch present R to open the court record. The court record contains information on all evidence we have at our disposal. You can use it to look for facts that conflict what the witness has said. We find something, present X. Okay, good. What if nothing conflicts with the witness's testimony? Well, you can press L. Okay, good. Witness for more information. Find any inconsistencies or lies in the testimony, reveal them to the court. That's what cross-examination is all about. Looks like you remember it just as I taught it. And it was a nice refresher course for me. If you can find any contradictions, And you flub up too often. Don't be afraid to ask me for help. Press X to consult with me when the consult panel appears. Wait, I'll let you know when I think the suspicious statement is. Sounds good. I'll be counting on you if I get in a bind. Wait. Alright, it's cross-examination time. Oh wait, Phoenix is doing it? Okay. I thought they were going to let her have a go at it.
Hold it!
You say that you disarmed the bomb, but are you really sure it was disarmed? Absolutely, I can disarm anything. In a flash. That looks more like dismantled than disarmed to me. Oh, pardon me. Let's see, is there any chance you could have forgotten to disarm the bomb? Impossible, I do not make rudimentary mistakes like that. They say to err is human. Although the jury's still out on this guy. You must know, Mr. Wright, according to the court's own records, the fact that the bomb had indeed been disarmed was officially confirmed. I guess I can rule out the possibility that he forgot to disarm it. Could you talk about the bomb in a little more detail for the court, Mr. Tonate? Certainly. Ah, okay. So it's just left or right. Okay, cool. So it looks like I can mostly play this with the controller. If there's anything like needing a microphone or the gyro, if someone could let me know in advance, that would be really helpful.
Hold it!
Because I do think I have it set up I can use the mouse to replicate the gyro controls. But obviously it's not tested, so we'll see if it gets to that. What was the approximate size and weight of the bomb? Dimensions 10 by 10 by 10, weight 12 pounds. This information is also written on the photograph.
Yes, here it is in the back. According to this, the case is made out of alloy plating 5/16 of an inch thick. It certainly sounds like one thick and very heavy bit of metal.
I bet if I dropped that thing on your foot, you'd be hopping. If you dropped the thing anywhere, I'd be hopping for the nearest exit.
Very well, I believe the court has heard enough about the bomb itself. So, Mr. Tonate, you were keeping an eye on the bomb. Where were you watching from?
Why did you become alarmed? Why were you in the gallery? My duties may have been over for the moment, but I wanted to keep watch. Even though the bomb was disarmed, you can never be too careful. Explosive devices are very dangerous things. That's fair.
How admirably responsible of you. A model to be emulated.
I practice disarming bombs every day. I practice assembling them, too. That's probably less good. The disarming part I get, but assembling them... I'll have you know that I practice presenting evidence every day myself. I see, but do you ever practice having evidence presented to you? Presented to me? What? No, Then you cannot very well call yourself a professional yet, can you? Yeah, that does it. I'm gonna start practicing having evidence presented to me every day. And you'd better drink some coffee, boss. We're gonna be pulling an all-nighter. I don't think that will be necessary. Or worth either of our time.
So, Mr. Tonato, what did you witness from the gallery? Hold it!
You saw it counting down clearly with your own eyes. I'd hardly think a timer as small as the one on this bomb could be seen from the gallery. Dude, he's got robot eyes. These goggles help me see very small things clearly from very far away. I can even see what you had for breakfast by looking at your tie. I suddenly feel like a bug under a magnifying glass. I guess it's possible he saw the timer if he was wearing those goggles. I'm not so sure. There's something that just doesn't sit right with me. I don't think I follow. The bomb was completely hidden inside the stuffed animal, so well concealed in fact that it didn't even look like a bomb at all. So you're trying to find testimony that conflicts with the evidence, right? That's right. Listening carefully to Mr. Tonate's testimony is just the first step. After that, it's a matter of taking a look at any evidence that seems relevant. Remember you can touch present when you want to open the court record. You find evidence that conflicts with the testimony, present, exit. Let's see. This testimony is about when the bomb went off. So I think that what state it was in at the time would be pretty important. A bomb that didn't look like a bomb because it was inside a stuffed animal, huh? Okay, so I'm assuming then I want to... present... When I suddenly became alarmed, I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. So the question is, could you have?
Objection!
So you say you saw the bomb's countdown, is that right? Of course, I clearly saw it counting down to 0. And I say that you are clearly lying. What are you talking about? There's no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. After all, the bomb was concealed inside a stuffed animal. Mr. Tonate, how can you claim to know the bomb was about to go off when you couldn't even see the timer? But what? What? No.
That does seem like a glaring inconsistency indeed. Witness, how do you explain this?
Well, Oh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You found the contradiction right off the bat, and you didn't even have to press every single statement and then go through them all again. Always remember, Athena, when you find an inconsistency in a witness's testimony, there's always a reason behind it. It could be a lie, a hidden meaning, a secret. Whatever it is, it's up to us to dig it out. And pointing out every contradiction we find is the best way to do it, right, boss? Now the question is, what can we dig out of Mr. Tonate? Well, let me see. No, there must be some mistake. Oh, yes, of course. I remember now. The sound. I knew because of the sound.
Sound? What sound?
When the timer of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. Beep, beep, beep. It is the sound of the bomb counting down.
The beeping noise, you say? I suppose it would be possible to notice that even with the bomb inside the stuffed animal.
I simply made a mistake. My bad.
Objection!
How in the world did you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery? Listening for the sound of a bomb's timer is an integral part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I will never miss it. I hardly think training would help you hear something so soft from so far away. What now? Are you making light of the fine science of disarming bombs? No, more you. It is a solemn mission that I put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear a bomb's timer? It's not like disassembling a toaster, you know. Now he's just showing off. You keep asserting that the sound was too tiny to hear, but the only tiny thing here is your skill as a lawyer. Being suspicious is not an attractive quality, you know. Wait, but you're suspicious of my client for no reason. And you're just overflowing with attractive qualities, are you? Or perhaps... or perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tonate did not hear the sound? Well, no, but it still seems totally suspect. But it's going to be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something.
If I have this correct, the prosecution's argument is that someone reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom. What I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person to be Miss Woods.
That's simple, Your Honor. Mr. Tonate happened to be there when it happened. He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb.
What's this now?
It happened before the trial started. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. I don't buy this. We brought the bomb to the lobby for the defense. Bomb equal evidence. The lawyer wanted to see it before the start of the trial. Looking for a chance to get at the bomb, Miss Woods was already there in that lobby. Her goal was surely to rearm the bomb and steal the remote switch. The remote switch? Yes, the switch that controls the bomb remotely. Duh. It has been missing ever since the incident. Missing remote switch added to the court record. A switch that starts the time bomb's countdown. It was stolen just before the blast and is now missing. I am partially to blame. You're entirely to blame. I left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case. Yeah, no, you're completely to blame for literally everything then. And they were rearmed and stolen while I was talking with the lawyer. The defendant used the remote from inside the courtroom to start the timer. How can you assert so unequivocally that the bomb was rearmed in the lobby? The bomb was safely secured in the transport case. The only time it was outside the case was in that lobby. Therefore, that was the one and only opportunity anyone had to meddle with it. Someone other than Mr. Tonate could have opened the case and taken the bomb out. Impossible. The transport case is assigned exclusively to me. Do you see this number here? That is my identification number. And I have the only key that can open the case. The case, Tonate and Detective Arm transported the bomb in. Tonate has the key. Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion is nothing more than conjecture. You have no proof that it was Miss Woods who stole the remote switch. So why are they trying to get her? And by the same token, you have no proof that it wasn't her. Don't we have, like, new court laws now where, like, you need actual evidence? But what I do have is a piece of evidence that proves the defendant handled the bomb. Ah, the tail. 5 minutes, 24 seconds, 2.3 deciseconds. The defense advantage lasted a mere 5 minutes. Ugh, talk about a rotten hand. As long as they have her fingerprints as their trump card, I'm at a big disadvantage.
It appears we'll have to hear from the defendant herself once more.
I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor. I'd like to recall Miss Woods to the stand.
I trust you have no objections, Mr. Wright.
I'm worried about her condition, but we do need her testimony. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want to make Athena mad. I can read your feelings, you know, boss. Guess there's no hiding from her, huh? Don't worry, I know we need her testimony. But if anybody picks on her again, they'll pay. Guess she's already at her anger level 1. Don't worry, I'll stop the proceedings before I let anything bad happen to her. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. In that case, I will take my leave. But before I do, there is just one more thing, Mr. Wright, is it? Me, yes. Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. This guy's hiding something. I just know it. Now, if you will excuse me.
Bailiff, please go out to the lobby and bring back the defendant.
Junie. Hi, Dina. She looks even worse off than before. Don't worry, Junie, we're here for you. Thanks, Dina. I'll do my best, too. You blew up the courtroom because you bear resentment against the courts, correct? No, of course not. What's that you say? I can barely hear you. I haven't done anything wrong. This prosecutor's scary.
Objection!
What an impudent little girl. Stop acting innocent and tell the truth. This is getting ugly. You rearmed the bomb because you wanted to blow up the courthouse. Admit it. That's why you went to the lobby where Mr. Justice was. Isn't that right? Mr. Wright, can I go give the prosecutor a smack? What? Of course not. Do we have to review Courtroom Manners 101 again? I mean, look, we aren't doing it. If Athena wants to walk over there and smack him across the face, I could hardly know that she was going to do that. We can't let that creep bully innocent girls like this off so easily. Have you forgotten about how he treated you? Don't worry about me, he just helped Junie. Her heart's crying out. She's so scared, so very scared. It's like Athena's picking something up with her heightened sense of hearing. This is going to be a mechanic, but it sounds like this time it's the voice of Miss Wood's heart. Don't deny it, you stole the remote switch and used it in the courtroom, didn't you?
Objection!
Your Honor, please put a stop to this. Mr. Payne is badgering the defendant.
Yes, Miss Woods does seem quite frightened. Mr. Payne, I ask that you behave more like a gentleman. Or maybe even a lawyer.
But don't you know, Your Honor, there's no more a gentleman in this world than I. Yeah, as if a gentleman or even a gentleman would behave like he does. Don't let that rude ruffian win. Athena? How dare you call a gentleman such as I a rude ruffian? I'll have you know, I attend a manners class every Saturday. And, are you passing? Like, is it graded? I'm gonna need to see your work on this. I'm more than just a mere gentleman. I'm a genteel man. What? Not when you're terrorizing a young lady, you're not. I demand my money back from that manners class if I were you. I should probably be the adult here and stop the two of them. But... there we go.
Mr. Payne, that will be enough.
Certainly, Your Honor. No further questions. Let's move on to the defendant's testimony. Miss Woods, please share with the court what you were doing when the bomb went off. Well, that day, I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off, and rubble started falling. It fell on top of me. Oh, wait, what? Should probably expand on that. Junie's clearly in pain, being forced to recall the bombing like this. She can't even get her words out. This isn't going to work, so what now? Hey, wait a minute. Even if she can't vocalize what she wants to say, we can listen to what's inside her heart. How exactly does that work again? Yes, now's the perfect time to use Athena's power. What? You can hear it, can't you, Athena? The cries of Miss Wood's heart? Yes, and they sound incredibly strained. She's so scared, I think she could collapse at any second. Athena has a unique ability, you see. With her finely tuned sense of hearing, she can hear the words of a witness's heart. In essence, she can sense how a person is really feeling from the tone of their voice. Guess it's all to Athena and her special ability now. Okay. Athena, I want you to use the analytical psychology you studied and listen to the testimony of Miss Wood's heart. Okay, boss, I'll give it a go. After all, this is the whole reason I put all that effort into studying analytical psychology. Oh, Gets, let's do this. What? So your holographic thingamabob can show us how Miss Woods is feeling, right? Alright, thingamabob shows feelings, got it. In a nutshell, yes. The emotions and images that I pick up on just now while listening to her testimony, I can enter all that into Widget and use the mood matrix to analyze them. This is getting very... oh, uh-oh. Are we into touchscreen stuff now? Alright, getting the mouse ready. These mood markers here reflect fluctuations in Junie's emotions. Okay. When she feels happy or is enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up. When she feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react. Alright, so far, all making sense. When she feels sadness or is frightened by a memory, the sad marker will blink. And when she feels surprised or confused, the surprise marker will let us know. Okay. So with your special ability and Widget's Mood Matrix program, we can track how Miss Woods is feeling as she testifies. Let's talk about the wonders of technology. Yep, now let's give it a shot. I'm picking up on some kind of discord or noise in Junie's heart. Noise level 100. See here, this is what the noise looks like in the Mood Matrix. It's a result of inconsistencies between her testimony and her feelings. If we can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise level should drop. Okay, it's time to listen to Miss Wood's true testimony. What is happening? Alright, Mood Matrix, begin! Watching from the gallery. Alright, nothing's happening. Oh, surprise, the bomb went off. Alright, well, anyone would be. And Rebel started falling. Okay. On top of me, she's happy. Happy and surprised? I think I have a good grasp on Junie's emotional state now. This power of Athena's is incredible. And I'm sensing an unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the content of her testimony. What? Already? Yeah. Look at this. When she says it fell on top of me, the happy marker is reacting. Look at that. That is odd. There must be a reason for this contradictory emotion. We just need to do some digging. When you find an unexpected emotion, touch pinpoint L. Okay. Then select the unexpected emotion or reaction from the forward mood markers. Oh, I can't use...
Got it!
Or will it just not let me because that's the tutorial and they don't want you to screw it up. Widget is registering joy when Miss Woods recalls the rubble falling on her. There must be a reason for this unexpected emotion. Is it because someone helped her? Miss Woods. As the rubble was falling, was there also something that made you feel happy? What? Mr. Wright, the feeling of happiness is spreading throughout Junie's heart. Keep going on this point and I bet Junie will start to calm down. Great, let's hear what she has to say. Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled, I tripped. And then rubble started falling on top of me. I really thought I was done for, but just then... Oh, did Apollo save her? Apollo came and rescued... Oh. Apollo? So that's how he got hurt. He used his own body to shield me from the rubble. So that's when he sustained all those injuries. How do you feel, Junie? Did talking about Apollo give you some courage? Yes, Apollo is just like the sun, strong and bright and warm. Just talking about him makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis. And see, your coughing stopped all of a sudden. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Thena. There we go. Hey, 50% reduction in noise. Looks like we were able to draw out some new testimony. Pretty neat, huh? But there's still some noise left, meaning there must still be some discord in Junie's heart. I guess we'll have to keep going then. And we'll just have to keep going in the next episode. We'll stop it here. As much as that new mechanic, I was like, oh, this sounds like it's going to be really involved. It's actually kind of neat. Even if it is explained in kind of a weird way, but that's kind of on par for these games. So I'm looking forward to seeing a little bit more of that and seeing more of this game. I hope you are as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.